Hi guys, how you doing? And welcome back to yet another board. Again, we're looking at the Forge World board created by Forge World, designed by Blake Spence, and we're looking at the Realms of Battle Cityscape Primus sector. And I've got to say, this is a amazing, heavily detailed. I mean, this is what I expect from Forge World: heavily detailed and fantastic design. Now, I'm not just picking them up because I like the products. I do like their products, and if you know me, I love their marines. But I've got to say, these are fantastic. Now, I've got 6 of these boards, and I've got a load of GW boards that I need to put together ready for the final game in October. Now, let's have a quick look at this because I've done quite a bit to it, and there's so much going on. Now, I've chosen the red for the ground, for the pavement and stuff like that, because I think it breaks up from the normal colours that you see from the sandy colours, the browns, the greys and stuff like that, and plus it breaks away the ground that we've got, which is the main roads, which you see all around there. And it's got some nice grey edging as well, and it really sort of ties it together. So let's go and have a closer look. See you guys in a second. Hi guys, and welcome back. Now I'm having to do this in sections because this board is just huge. Okay, so what have we got here? Well, it looks like we've got some sort of like little sort of barrier system that they've put up here. A bit of earth piled up. We've got a couple of ore drums, even got an ammo box with a bolter sitting on it just there. I kind of like this. I've gone for the oil leaks, which I've used for AK Interactive. Now I've used Minotaur paints for all of this. I've used the luscious Nebula Red for my paving and main building. I've used a grey, which I can't actually quite remember what it's called now. Oh yes I do, it's called Base Grey. There you go, which is absolutely perfect for this. Now I've washed it back with an airbrush using 50% Agrax brown earth, I think it is, and Null oil mixed together, so 50-50 split, no water put in there, just a nice 50-50 split. Then I've gone down with my cotton buds and just cleaned up areas, and you can see that there where it's been walked across, it's got worn away, and there's darker areas around it. Now bolt gun metal or lead belcher metal for the sides, and I've used from GW, that is, and I've used Model Mate's rust liquid, or liquid rust, which is just beautiful, and you can do, and it's so easy to use, and you can see the rust within that, and it really brings it out, and that's what you want. Now over the top of this, before I apply the wash, before I apply the oils and the rust, I've even gone in and used weathering powders mixed with water, painted them on, and then just to thin them out a bit, I've used water over the top of that, and then just cleaned it up with cotton buds, because I want that dirty look, you know, that earthy look around it, just to break it up. Okay guys, so let's move on and look at some of the other details on there. Okay guys, welcome back, and I've got to say, this by far is my favourite section of the board. Now I thought it'd be the actual main thing, but so far this has just been amazing. There's actually so much going on just in this little piece here. I mean, it's a diorama on its own. So what have we got? We've got a rhino here that I've painted up in white, which is my white scars, which has been blown up, but in the back you've got things like ammo crates that are stacked in there, bolters that are piled in there as well. And what I've done is I've washed it all back, I've painted in. Now anybody that's been watching my Facebook, you'll know that it took me 2 hours to paint every single pebble and brick on this thing. I went through it with a tooth comb, basically painting every single piece, then went in and did all the metals, then went in and did little bits and pieces just to break up the colour. Then what I do is I wash it all with 50%, like I said earlier on, 50% Agrax, 50% Null oil, and then what I do is I go around with cotton bud cleaning up, just grabbing out all the pooling and going over areas that I want lightened up, basically. And then after that I then go in with my my powders, which are liquid, which are watered down, and then just paint over the top of it, and again cotton bud just cleans it up. Then once that's all dry, I've varnished it all, and I've used Purity Seal just to varnish it all. just to hold in my pigments, and I go back in again and I had my rust effects, and I've got to say it's come out really well. And this bombed out section here, all I've done is use Model Mate's black soot, which comes in an aerosol can. You spray it and then you just wipe away. So it gives it that sort of charred look, which is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And if you want, you can go in and highlight as well. Again, as you can see here, the grating, I've rusted it up and then gone back in with a lighter silver just to pick out detail. Okay, let's spin around and have a look at something else. Hi guys, and welcome back. So what we've got here is what it looks like to be some sort of like piping, water or oil and stuff like that area. Now, what have I done? Well, I've painted it all up like you would do. Then I've gone in, and if you can see that, I've used AK Interactive's engine oil, or grease I think it is, and just used it to give it a sort of like pooled area, just so it's like lubricated and stuff like that, or it's leaked, which has come out quite nicely. If I can just move the board over a little bit, as you can see here, we've got a bit of rubble where it's been destroyed, and we've got some leakage as well coming out onto the actual main board. Again, I've played around and got as much detail painted as possible because I want that look to make these fantastic, because these are so detailed, these boards. I want them to be as beautiful as possible. And when we come to add the buildings onto it, which won't be stuck down but they'll be able to be put on, we'll have some fantastic looking buildings on some beautiful boards that just expand the city section that I've built already. Okay guys, listen, you take care of yourselves and I will see you later.